It is March 2nd, 2017, the last big day of the Wii U. Technically, tomorrow's gonna be the last day, but anyway, it's over. The Wii U is officially dead. And it's sad to see it go. I didn't want to go this way. Other fans didn't want to go this way. Nintendo didn't want to go this way. Really, the only people who wanted to go like this were the big Nintendo haters, but really no one else wanted this. It only lasted about 4.5 years. 4.5 years. That's the smallest out of any Nintendo console, unless you count the Virtual Console, or whatever it is, the Virtual Boy, which doesn't really count because it's that much of a piece of crap. But the NES, let's see, that lasted about 7 years. Then I think the Super NES lasted about 6 or 7, and then everything after that, and 64, the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U, I think they pretty much all lasted about 6 years. Then you have the Wii U, 4.5. It's just... You can blame it on a ton of things, and you've seen it in every video just talking about why the Wii U failed. It's in every video out there. Really the only difference is that that person says it in their own words. It's the marketing. The marketing was terrible, just absolutely terrible. Just all the commercials just said the new controller, and that confused the public out there who just thought it was an add-on to the original Wii, because all those people aren't true gamers, and those are only the people who knew about it. There were a lot of people out there didn't know about it, and just if they didn't know about it, obviously they can't buy it. And even a couple years after the Wii U was launched, they still didn't know about it. That's how bad the marketing was for this stupid thing. And they didn't realize that a lot of the casuals moved on to tablets. And that's kind of what the controller is, a tablet, but it's just not the kind that they use. They didn't want to have to take a console everywhere. They can just go and stick a smartphone or something in their pocket and be done with it. But then they would have to go and lug this hunk around if they wanted to go and play it, which is just a lot harder. Then there was just the name, the Wii U. The Wii wasn't a good name from the start. I mean, I still don't like it. It's just hardcore gamers didn't like it. It drew in the casuals, but it got rid of the hardcore, and just keeping the Wii name was not a good idea. I do not know why Nintendo did that. I mean, it was pretty clear that most of the people who bought the original Wii were casuals. Just the people who would play it once every few months, or people who would play it at parties or a retirement home. That was the main audience for it. And all those people have since moved on, or the retirement home people have died. So, just the Wii U name was really bad. I don't know why they kept it. It's like what they did with the original Wii. They should have kept the Revolution. That was a much better name. I know the Wii, just maybe it's a name that brought in the casuals, but the Revolution just sounds so much freaking better. Then there are the launch titles. They weren't good. I mean, there was Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Okay, I guess. There was Zombie U. I never played it, but from what I heard, most people said it was just okay, and then a few more games. But after that, the majority of them were ports that had been released months before that. There was the Batman game and a lot more that were they were already out there, and people didn't want to have to go and buy them again on another console that some people were saying was actually just not as powerful. So why buy that one? So let's go over a few of the things here. So here's the real controller. You all know what it looks like. It's like a play school thing. I mean, it is comfortable. I like it, and honestly, sometimes when I was playing a game, I would actually look at this more than at the TV. If I was just getting maybe some information off the computer of a game I'm stuck on, I might just look it up and like, oh, okay. Then I'll play that, and I'll just get stuck to this. But I can see why people are not attracted to it. I mean, it is big. The screen can be a tad bit annoying, and a lot of people just wanted a real controller. We haven't gotten a real controller from Nintendo in years because they've just gotten into this weird just gimmick phase that they just can't get themselves out of for some reason. Even with the Switch, but maybe it is going to be better, I'll get to that, but just, I don't know why they won't do a real controller for once in a while. But it's good, I like it, but I can see why people hate it. I mean, the battery life does also kind of suck. It goes out really fast, so a lot of time you just might have to go and plug it in and keep it plugged in, and my light's going off. I wonder what it is. Spring into fun. Plan your spring break adventure with these games. So I'm guessing they're trying to go and push the stuff at the very last second. But turn off there. Alright. But I kind of like it, but I do see why people hate it. And I mean, and I think the Switch controller is going to be a lot better because it is a lot smaller. They can compare it pretty much about like this or so, but I can see why some people would hate this. And a lot of people are saying they should have packed this in, the Pro controller. It's not the best controller out there. It's definitely not like the dual stock from PlayStation or the Xbox controller, but it gets the job done. I like it. I mean, it's smaller. It's just made more for people who just don't want a giant screen on their controller and just are going to play a game for a while like a normal gamer. I like it. I mean, I honestly like to play this a lot more with some of my games. Like with Paper Mario, obviously I probably like to play it with this, but with something like Smash Bros., this is the controller I like because it's more similar to the GameCube controller, which was perfect for Smash Bros. And I could never play the Wii controller on Brawl. Never. It was impossible. But with the GameCube controller, I was a lot better. And it's the same with this. This is just the controller you use for bigger games, not that, unless the game is supposed to use the screen. Then here we also have the main console. It's a little bit bigger than the original Wii. Not that much bigger, but a little bit. And it looks a little bit more different. You have the stuff in here for all the slots and stuff. Then you have the power and everything. Unlike the original Wii, it doesn't have the thing for GameCube, but they did originally make a port for that. Then you have the stands, and then of course the game thing. But that's kind of the main problem with it. Because it looked very similar to the original Wii, there were a lot of people who went and confused it. Because in the commercials, whenever they did show it, which was not a lot, they only showed the controller usually, it just looked very similar because it was only in the background usually, so people might get a glimpse of it. It's like, oh, it's the Wii, and then they don't go and buy it. So that's Nintendo's fault, but I mean, I got the Pro one because the white one, which is I think 8 gigabytes, no thanks. That can't do jack shit, nothing at all. I don't know really anybody who bought the white one, not a soul. I think they even discontinued it a few years ago, but I guess it gets the job done. And let's go over a few games. This is honestly my whole collection. I never got around to getting a lot of games I I still want to get a few more, but with the Wii U dying and all, hopefully some of the prices will drop, but it's Nintendo. They usually keep the prices at the same for a very long time. They did it with this, which was a mistake. They kept it at about, was it 300 or 350 the whole time practically. Just, that was a stupid mistake because it shouldn't have been that much from the beginning. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I say it's improvement overall, but it's not as good as Melee. It is a fun game. It has some stuff I like and some stuff I hate. I don't like all the clone characters like Dark Pits. I still think that was a waste of a character slot. But I do like the addition of Mega Man and characters like that. And I do miss the story mode as well, but they wanted to go and add all the characters and everything like that, and they had to get rid of the story mode to do that, so I understand that, but I still miss it in the end. But overall, this is a good game. I actually haven't played it too much since I got it, which was around the time it was released, but I still do like it. Paper Mario Color Splash. This is probably the best Paper Mario game since the third one, because Sticker Star, I've talked about it before, I just don't like it that much. I know it has its fans, I know, but it's not a Paper Mario game. This is a lot closer. It doesn't have the badges, it doesn't have the partners, it doesn't have the leveling up. I mean, so it's not a true Paper Mario game. I don't like it as much as the first two, but I think it's around tied with the third one, but the third one I think might come before because of the story. The story in that is really good. This one isn't as good, but I do like this guy. He's funny. I like him. He's one of the things that makes the game really good, so if he wasn't in it, this game would probably just not be that great, but Hui, I think that's his name, thanks for being in the game. You made it a lot better. I haven't completed it yet, because you do have to go and get a lot of the painting done, but I do like it so far. New Super Mario Bros. U plus new Luigi Brothers. This was the packing game I got. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but for the game that came out with the Wii U as a Mario game, they honestly could have done a lot better. I mean, they had a few games like this before it came out. I was tired of this stupid franchise. I didn't want a game like this. They just should have done a real Mario game, and I don't know why they did this. I mean, it's still a good game. I have fun playing it, but I would have much more enjoyed a real Mario game like Sunshine or 64, but Super Mario Maker. This I had a lot of fun with. I mean, just going and creating all those levels was something I always wanted to do, and finally got to do it. And then going and playing everyone else's, it was a lot of fun. I made a few of my own courses. They never got popular, but for the ones I made, they were a little fun. And I actually made one that a lot of people didn't get through. I think it was called Bomb Skitball, in which you had to go and throw a little bomb inside one of those little brick things that break if you put a bomb in it, and just try to go and get through the level. But a lot of people didn't get through that. I think there were about 30 people that played it, and only 3 people passed it. So maybe I'll put the stuff down to get to it later if it's still up. I haven't played it in a long time, but overall, this game was really fun. I haven't played in a while, and I probably should get into it again, because it's a really good game. I would like to see more from this, like a Super Zelda Maker, even though that would be a challenge for Nintendo. I understand if they can't make it. I would really like it if they made it. I would definitely buy it, but this game I really like. It's good. I like playing all those levels. Some of them were really creative. I kind of wish that they just which sometimes get some of the people who didn't get really popular the benefit of the doubt, because the people who were the popular ones were always the ones that got the front page. They were always the ones, and it was pretty much the people who always made those very artistic levels where they would make pictures out of all the blocks and whatever. I mean, they were fun, but just I wish some of the other people out there got more attention, because I saw some really good levels that pretty much got no attention at all. So I kind of wish they maybe had like a player of the week or something, or some players of the week, and they would just choose some random people and let them have their fun, but maybe next time. So, I haven't gotten a lot of games yet. I might get Super Mario, or whatever it is, Mario Kart 8. I might get Donkey Kong Country Trouble Freeze and games like that, but I really hope at first the prices go down, because right now they're just too big, and with this system dying, they really don't need to keep them this much. And just, there were also a lot of wasted opportunities, like Pokemon Snap. That was the perfect opportunity, and they never released it. Hopefully with the Switch they will, but God, I don't know why they didn't do that. But this is my farewell to the Wii U. It only got 4.5 years, but to me, it was just a misunderstood system. Just, we didn't know what to do with it, the developers didn't know what to do with it, and even Nintendo didn't know what to do with it. So, I'm gonna miss it, and I'm sure many people will too, but hopefully people will remember it for the system it truly is, and not for the system people see it as now. So hopefully the Switch will get a really good life, and Nintendo, I wish you the best.